want to see if they're actually going to fit my head, because the problem with the other bonnet, too small. Let's do purple. Ooh, something's in my eye. I was gonna say I never know how to open the ones with circles on it, and I immediately knew to check down here because, oh my god, sorry y'all, hold on. I rubbed my eye and I be acting like I don't wear sunscreen, so it got in my eye. Woo! Real quick, I'm scared. Oh wait, okay. Well, first impression, it is still okay. Well, actually, it's a little bit bigger than my last one. I love that it has a thick headband though, because my other one has a small headband and water gets on it everywhere. But let's see if this can hold these braids. Oh, well, I hope the video didn't. Oh, wait a minute now. Okay. Are we good? Wow, we're good. And I love how deep this purple color is. Hold on. Wait a minute. But okay, so let me talk to y'all also since I'm off of work. So this morning really when I woke up, I felt really refreshed. So I got in late yesterday and I kind of had an attitude a little bit, and like I kind of took that on my aunt, if I'm being real with y'all. And Aunt is not the type where he's going to be like, oh, you need to fix this about yourself, or oh, like you need to think about that. His gentleness is enough godliness that I need, and I really hope that makes sense. It's kind of similar to Ruth and Rebecca, my best friends back home. Whenever I was going through a lot of sin, I knew that I could not carry my sin into our friendship because of how much godliness they carried and the fact that they were serious about their relationships with God and they were going to hold me accountable. It didn't even have to necessarily be yelling, but a look alone from them like would have broke my heart had I just been open and honest about the sin that I was going through. Like if I was complacent in it, and if I was like, yeah, like I'm not willing to change or anything, so I kind of hid it. It's similar to Adam and Eve when they kind of hid from God. I am in no way comparing my best friends back at home or aunt to God. I'm just saying there are different forms of kind of conviction that you can get at times, and there are times where God will use those people around me to do the convicting. And it's not even necessarily that they may say something at times. It could just be their gentleness, or it could be me talking, and then instead of them immediately agreeing with me or something, they might be more silent, so they can take time to think or show that I need to pause and think about the action that I'm doing. Or they might just say, hey, like maybe you should look more into that. That alone is enough to convict sometimes. I really pray that all of that made sense. But yesterday I came back late and like I kind of got upset at Aunt. Like I was like, ugh, like I wanted him to see a new hairstyle, all the things, the phone wasn't connecting, all this stuff. And I remember telling him like, man, like you're not the type that's just gonna sit up there and be like, you need to fix this and you should do this, and raising your voice and stuff. He is very gentle with how he goes about correcting and doing stuff like that. And a part of me was like, well, why wouldn't he correct me in the moment? And then I thought, one, it's not his job to have to correct me when I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing, because I also know that I have faith individually as a child of God. But also I was like, his gentleness was enough, because that is still a form of godliness. His kindness was enough. Him forgiving me was enough in that moment. And so sometimes we may go through like rebuke, or like we may do something that's wrong, we may sin, and our consequence may be somebody talking to us very harshly and bluntly. Other times it could be somebody looking at us and just being like, or just saying, I'm disappointed, don't do that again. Like sometimes that's enough. And in these situations with them, normally just them being calm and disagreeing, or them being like, hey, you should think about that, or explain why you're thinking in that way, that can be enough to convict me at times. So kind of went off on a tangent, but I just wanted to tell how my day was. So that happened last night, and I made the choice. I was like, you know what, instead of complaining and getting snappy at Aunt because I didn't get enough sleep, which literally was no one's fault, I was like, why worry about tomorrow when I literally wrote that down in church on Sunday. We were talking about not worrying about, this might actually be Saturday because this is Matthew 6:34. But Sunday, yesterday, it still kind of coincided. Like God has been teaching me, Araya, stop worrying so much, because I have been getting so worried to the point where my chest is tightening. Like that's how much anxiety I am causing to riddle and sit in my heart. And we just kind of learned, like, you can't say that you're walking with God while also trying to control every single situation, but also saying he's the author of everything. Like both of y'all can't be trying to control everything at once. You're not God like that, but he is. And so I just made a choice last night. I was like, you know what, I have been saying that I want to stop worrying and I want to be more intentional about praising God and being grateful. And so today I knew that I had a 10-hour shift coming up like I always do, and I was like, I could try to call out, or like I could try to make some type of excuse, but I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna choose instead to be grateful I'm going to choose instead to be thankful. And I'm going to believe that God's going to make a way however he chooses to do in every single situation, because he is bigger than me. He knows more than me. He is more powerful than me. This is dinner. It's simmering and finishing up. So it's basically, it was one of these, but it's in the trash now. It was the broccoli and cheddar kind. So I took this, and then tuna is such a great protein. I will always stand by that. Got one of these. Yo, look at how much protein that has. And it's not even super calorie dense, so it's great for like making sure that I'm full and I stay full. And then for a sweet treat later, before y'all say Araya that's big, there's only a scoop in there, so chill out. Chill out. But I'm gonna finish that one and then like do one more scoop of that one. And then Kayla said I can have a cookie from there. Perfect. And then, now this may be big, not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna put a oatmeal cream pie cookie on top. So, yeah. And then that's the cereal that I always have. It's so good. I'm gonna try the cookies and cream one, and they have one more other flavor. Okay. Y'all, I really love this bonnet. Seriously, shout out to Ann. But time does fly whenever you're relaxing and cooling down. Y'all, it's 8:37. Man, my bedtime is coming up soon. But that's enough this night on a positive one, y'all. If nothing else, y'all already know what I'm saying. Keep a relationship with Christ. It's gonna get hard. It's going to, I can bet my bottom dollar. A relationship with Christ is going to be hard. But it's so worth it. You learn so much. You gain so much persistence. God is so worth it. He's the one person that you will try and he won't fail. And to anybody who's like, well, I prayed for this and it didn't happen, or I'm still waiting for this, and God forgot about me, and your mind starts spiraling. Don't give thought to things that you cannot control. That is such a huge thing that I've been learning. Do not allow stress to eat away at you and cause you to deteriorate physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Don't let it happen, please. He's an on-time God. That doesn't mean your time. We serve a God that's greater than time. He created time. So he's not governed by it or bound by it. Relax. Breathe. Know that he's in control. Amen. Amen. No, might sound crazy. Good morning, y'all. It is 8:28. I have arrived at the school. Elective to start in a little bit. Okay. Hey, Bookie Books. I love this little walkway, but I'm about to get hit with a lot of sun. Got ready. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, jump scare. But I'm going to go get my McDonald's order. Y'all, I'm already doing this now. I can't wait till I get my nails done in a couple weeks. I'm going to be styling and profiling. But let's walk up to the front. Y'all, look at the order. Don't hate. Just appreciate. Okay? Okay. Perfect. Do the drop. No. Okay. Hey y'all, I pray the audio and everything is good. I just dropped my phone in the toilet. But this actually eats. I didn't think I could do any other hairstyles. I like this. Just threw it back real quick. Change, showered, all the things. It is raining outside. So I was gonna wear slides, but I changed the tennis shoes. Got my Nike Tech. But I'm going to get a massage. It was very impromptu. I booked it around like 2 or 3. Today, I'm gonna get an hour and a half massage. I need it. My body feels very tense. I did start my period again today. And I know that there have been some that have been very worried about me. I honestly 10,000% understand that. But I've had endometriosis since I was 12. So I'm unfortunately used to it. But just prayers for my strength and that my moods will be right, okay? Let's get to this appointment now. Hey y'all, so it's 6:24, my appointment's at 6:30. It's literally raining cats and dogs outside. Like, I want y'all to be able to see this. Like, this is insane. I'm here for the appointment, I'll put on my hoodie. But okay, let's get a well-needed massage. I'm about to get some water and some shampoo, just to hydrate one. Put it in here. I'll do 4 pumps. I'm gonna shake it up, spray it on my scalp, and then I'm gonna wipe it down with some witches. gonna fit. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. That's good. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Hey y'all, so my scalp does feel a little bit better. I re-washed, if that makes sense. Like I actually got in the shower earlier. My scalp was itching so bad. I just like, I think I explained to y'all how I did it, but yeah. My scalp was definitely like breaking out like up here, like bumps and stuff. And so I'm gonna play it out this week, guys, and kind of see how it is. If it's bothering me a lot, I'm just gonna take it out this week, which literally sucks because Milan did her job. Like literally, Aunt was telling me today, he's like, babe, Milan did such a good job. And then he was trying to use girl slang. I was like, Aunt, stop it. But it sucks. And this is matching the shirt that Aunt gave me to, or that I basically stole and forced him to give me. That's not the point though. So yeah, washed it, put some leave-in conditioner. I've been blow drying it, so hopefully all that is good. But it's cute. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. It's getting late. See y'all in the morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm getting my breakfast out. Don't try to sound. I don't have an oven yet, so this is breakfast. It looks like a cartoon sausage. Oh. Okay. It's 2. Good morning. Guess who's headed to work? All right, y'all. Getting these steps in. Yeah, step out real quick. I ordered cookies from Sweet Things, so hopefully they're good. We shall see. So cute. I know I did it. I did it on the walkie. It's 2:15. Lunch was paid for. Chick-fil-A was buzz. I'm so excited. I'm gonna do a cookie review later. Love this hairstyle. Okay, let's get back to the classroom. It's like 10. Good morning, girl. I had to DoorDash some pads. So, that's what I'm going to get now. Alright. The sun's probably better this way. I actually don't know which way the sun's better. Okay. Hey, Bookie. So, I'm making a quick stop. I had a long morning today, and the morning's not even over. It's like 11:07, so let's start with last night first, though. So, I got back. We found out the AC was out. Y'all know I'm on my period again. So, I just was all over the place. It was super hot outside, all the things. Oh, wait. We're going to have to wait on that. Let's do a haul. Boom. Red velvet cookies instead of more oatmeal cream pie. Antibacterial. Fairlife. The protein on this, immaculate. More dairy pills. Freezer bags, hamburger helper. Reminds me of being a kid. Same with these. I got every selection you could think of. And I'm gonna hit those up with tuna, or I'll either do shrimp. Where's the shrimp? Strawberries. Got these overnights. Oh, look at these. I used to love Frog and Toad as a kid in elementary school. Got that, all cotton. Got this one, where the wild things are, all cotton. Funny where the wild things are. Yeah. Breakfast. Boom. Ground turkey. Okay. I have no idea what time it is. I'm showered. I hit up Walmart earlier. I didn't vlog y'all, but today has been a day. Today has been a day. Today has been a day. I cried earlier just because like it's been hitting me. Like I think for whatever reason this morning, like I hit the realization of, wait a minute, this is the third time I've had a period, and it's not a normal cycle. Which, duh, I know, because I have endo, I know, but it didn't click until today, this morning, and I was late to work. Like I just felt so off. I feel like the woman with the issue of blood. Like I feel like I'm always bleeding, and endometriosis always hits different because it's a chronic illness, but some people wouldn't even say it's a chronic illness, even though you're literally bleeding from one of the most intimate parts of your body, which every woman does. However, the side effects associated with endometriosis, because you have extra tissue growing outside of your uterus, is terrible. The migraines, the nausea, you bleeding more heavy than normal. I had 30 milliliters of blood yesterday, and seeing that this morning and seeing me pass clots, that was a lot for me, and I broke down because it's a lot. Having to change my pads all the time, having to constantly get hydrogen peroxide to get all the blood out. I'm tired. So I didn't vlog today, but I showed y'all the things I got. Yeah, just keep me in y'all's prayers by the time y'all see this. I'm okay. I let myself cry, and that ultimately was just like, you know what? Again, God is gracing me to go through this, and my body genuinely is trying its hardest to fight back and just make sure that I'm okay. But still, it's just like, it's a lot. So, going through like a chronic illness or something, I get it. I promise you I do. And the fact that you still have to show up for work, you still have to show up for people, you still gotta maintain friendships and relationships. It's hard. It's so hard, but I get it. I promise you I do. Off to the head. Hey peeps, so I am gonna Hey peeps, so I am going to be going to the Grow DeSoto marketplace. That's where I'm at right now. So Milan actually put me onto this place because Milan lives in DeSoto, and she's kind of lived around the DFW neighborhood. So like if I need to ask about a Dallas food place, a Dallas cult, whatever, I always am gonna ask Milan. And so she was like, yeah, like there's one like right near me when I was getting my hair done last week, which again, I want to reiterate, Milan did such a great job, but I had an allergic reaction, unfortunately, to the hair. And so I was like, I can't, like, because I knew I was going to start getting scabs, and like there were scabs all over my hair, and there's still places where like it's still kind of sore, but so I had to wash it. Y'all, I love the hair. It's super cute. I love it so much. But I'm here. I got 2 Neighbors chicken. I just did an online order because the last time we went, it was a Sunday and it wasn't really that packed, but today, oh yeah, it's packed. So I got the catfish basket with fries, and then I also got a banana pudding like chest cake. So I'm really excited for that because it's so good. But so for these past couple of days, I've just been all over the place emotionally. Like I told y'all, my period started again, and this is probably like the 3rd time I've had a period within the span of 2 months, and that's not really normal. My first period cycle that I can remember, like from these past 2 months when I've been talking to y'all about it in the vlogs, it was like 32 days, and then the next one was like 14 days, and now I'm probably on like my 5th day, and I'm still bleeding extremely heavy. This is gonna be TMI, so if you don't want to hear about blood, I recommend you skipping this part. But yesterday I just broke down crying in the morning. I was late to work. Y'all know I had just cut my hair too, and so like I had to style my hair after I had just gotten in the flow of like just waking up, taking my bonnet off since Milan did my braids. But I had to cut it out the night before, which was so not what I was thinking about doing. Like I didn't have that in my schedule. I didn't get as much sleep. But like, you know, I wear a cup sometimes. Like I wear a cup, sometimes a pad. Tampons, they're cool. Not really my favorite though. But I wear a cup because the day before I was so exhausted, I didn't feel like going out to get pads. And so I remembered in the morning it hit, I was like, wait a minute, you didn't buy pads and you don't want to have to keep inserting and taking out a cup. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to go get pads, but I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have time. So I DoorDashed some, but since it kind of took me a little while, I did have an accident and I did bleed through. And honestly, no matter if I wear overnight pads or if I wear super overnight pads, I even wore postpartum pads before, I still bleed through all of them, unfortunately. And so I was taking out the cup yesterday, and like I just saw a huge clot, and like my cup on the inside that I use, it has the milliliters of blood that you lose. I lost like 30 milliliters. It stops at 20. It goes like from 10 milliliters to 20 milliliters in the cup to show you how much blood you lost. I was filled to the top, and that's not even counting how much had spilled out as I'm sitting over the toilet. And so it just made me very emotional because a lot of times I feel like the woman with the issue of blood, and I don't know when I'm ever going to get healed. And I talk about this a lot, and if you're going to get tired of it, this is probably not the channel for you because this is my life. I have a chronic illness, but it's not always seen as a chronic illness with some people. It's just seen as overreacting as a girl with a period. And it's not just that. There's nothing normal about endometriosis. There's extra tissue that grew on my uterine lining, and there's different ways that it could have started. It could have started from reverse menstruation, meaning when I first started my period at 11 or 10, 11 when I first started, that means that instead of the blood leaving my uterus, it somehow flushed back in. That could be a cause of endometriosis. It can also be genetics. Like my mom and my grandmother, they have been told by doctors before that they should just get a hysterectomy because of how bad their periods have gotten. I always remember my Nana telling me that she was so happy for when menopause hit. Even though she still gets bad hot flashes and heat flashes and all that stuff associated with menopause, she was always so excited when it came because of how bad her periods were. Unfortunately, my mom has not hit menopause yet, so she still has terrible periods. And then it also came into me. And so there's a lot of different causes, but it's still not even seen for some people as a chronic illness. It's just seen as, oh, well, you just need to take pills 3 days before, or you just need to take steroid shots, done that. You just need to drink raspberry leaf tea. You just need to clean up your diet, done that. Like, I've heard it all, I've seen it all, and it's hard. And also because it's not like a disease or an illness that you can really physically see. It's inappropriate to show someone how much blood you lost, if you get what I'm saying. And so a lot of people don't take it serious. You can't really see a migraine, but that's a symptom I have attached with it. You can't really see shortness of breath a lot of times. I mean, maybe, okay, I guess you can kind of see that one, but you wouldn't automatically think, oh, that's attached with her having endometriosis. You don't see the cramps. You can see my outward, like, me hunched over. You can hear me call out from work, but you don't really see it. So people don't take it as serious because they're like, well, you're supposed to have a period anyway, so just get used to it. But that's why I haven't been vlogging as much these past couple weeks, and I'm actually okay with that because that's real life. Like, that's just what happens. Still on my period now, and then I've also made the switch to just stick with like more organic cotton and stuff because I can't do everything to fix my endometriosis. However, I can try to do what I can, and so I just feel better mentally with the organic cotton and things like that. And I'm in a position now, thank God, where I can afford it, so that's what I'm sticking with. And that's why I also will do cups at times. But yeah, so I'm gonna head in, get some food. I'm excited. I love my hair today. It's so cute. I love the healthiness. I honestly might just stick with short hair. Like, for so long I've been trying to get long hair, and it's like I don't think my hair wants long hair, and I clearly haven't been taking care of it in the manner that it needs for it to get to that point. So yeah, but I haven't had breakfast or anything. It's 12:11. I purposely didn't eat because I know this is gonna be like a lot of fried and fatty food, so I'm gonna go get it now, and I will be back. Also, y'all, oh my gosh, our AC cut out a couple days ago. Thank God it got fixed yesterday. But y'all, AC cutting out in Texas is already a bad thing, but AC cutting out in Texas when you're on your period, y'all, I literally felt like I was gonna die and pass out because of how hot it was. Like, I already get extremely hot or extremely cold on my period. No, any day actually. So it was just a lot. But enough rambling. Let's get the food. Amen. All right, gotta show you how it's looking because last time I had already ran through it. This the cake. It's so good, y'all. And then I got the catfish plate and I got it fried. But I should have checked it while I was in there. I do that a lot, but I didn't. I had paid for tartar sauce, but they gave me their sauce instead. It's okay. I just wish that I would have had tartar sauce. And then I got it hot this time. Last time I got it mild, but I got it hot this time. Nope, not even eat it because then I'm gonna tear this up in the parking lot and I don't want to do that. So wait, tie it back. I need to go put some air in my tires because, girl. Y'all, please bear with me. Seriously. Okay, so it is I. Y'all didn't know that I did the editing and that I was the girl behind the camera? Yeah. I do all the editing. I do all the vlogging for Rhea. She really should pay me more, but I digress. So, as you could tell, throughout this week's vlog, it's shorter than all the other ones. I was really going through it. I was talking to y'all about like my period at the time, which I'm off now, thank God, but it still is like a 14-day long cycle. But I got off of that. I was just dealing with a lot emotionally, and the intro I recorded I didn't like. A lot of the shots I took throughout the video I didn't like, so I just deleted them, and I didn't even record an outro. So literally right after I recorded and showed y'all like, hey, I need to put some pressure in my tires, pulled up to a Quick Trip because I was like, I love Quick Trip gas stations. Like, they're very nice and neat, and whenever I'm going somewhere by myself, and even if I'm not, like, I want to stop at a non-sketchy gas station, so I go to QT, I go to Quick Trip. Also, y'all, this side angle is eating. Anyways, so I pull up to the thing and I FaceTime Aunt. I'm like, hey babe, I'm about to put air in my tires, all the things. Just making sure my boyfriend's on the line so he knows that I'm trying to do things on my own and he can also help me if I make a mistake. And so I'm trying to air them up. I try to do like a minute for each because I didn't realize that I forgot that Aunt had gotten me like a cute bling car kit that you get from Walmart. It's a pink one, but it had a manual tire pressure checker for your PSI. I forgot it was in the back seat, so I was just winging it. And I knew my tire pressure signal had been on for a little while. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was very ignorant to the fact that TPMS meant tire pressure signal. Okay, yeah, we don't really have to get into that. Just know I made a mistake. So I was like, okay, got my food. I wasn't doing much for that day. I literally went out to DeSoto to get the food. My hair was nice. I loved it after my cut, and I still do love it. So I was like, I'll just put some air in my tires, and I was so thankful because I was like, God, thank you so much for you allowing me not to have air in my tires, because I'm like, I'm able to figure this out on my own now, and I'll be able to like show my siblings as they get older, you know, whenever they have their own cars and stuff like that. So I'm trying to put it in. I try to do a minute for each. The signal's still on. So I'm going back around, and there's a car that pulls up and they leave because of how long I'm taking it. I'm starting to get self-conscious. So then I try to do it again, and I look at the bottom tire, and I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right about this, because this one looks a little flat. A lady pulls up behind me, and she sees I'm struggling, and she's like, I don't know much about tires, but let me try and help you. And so as she's trying to help me, she said, wait a minute, that's flat. And I was like, what? So I'm looking at it, we looking at it, and flat tires looking at us. This is it. And the picture probably doesn't do it justice, but it was bad. Bad enough to where she offered me a ride. I declined because while she was helpful, she's still a stranger. And come on now. I'm naive sometimes about stuff, but you know. And so I said, no, thank you. She was like, are you sure? She's like, you're about to drive that? She said, oh, that must mean you don't live far. I said, ma'am, I don't even live in DeSoto. I said, I have to drive back. I don't have a choice. Like, I'm not going to leave my car here at a gas station when I live a while away. And so she was like, are you going to get it fixed or something? And I was like, I don't know. My mindset was just more of like, I'll deal with it when I deal with it. And mind you, I had just been talking to y'all in the vlog earlier that week about like how I'm really starting to try and like loosen my control over my life, which has been a huge, it's just hard. It's very hard. Like I've just always grown up having to control situations, having to control myself and other people, whether they were older or younger than me. And so having to loosen that control from God is crazy. A big reason why it took me a little while to get my life to Christ, like to actually have a relationship with him, instead of just like, I don't know, me growing up in the church and praise dancing, but not having a real connection. One of the reasons was because I did not want God to dictate my life, and I didn't want him to take the fun out. And so I literally remember talking to God and being like, how do you expect me to follow all your rules? How do you expect me to follow Christianity as a religion when I don't even have a good relationship with my father? Like technically I'm not even honoring my father, or however you would like to put that. Like that was one of the first things I really kind of talked to God about. Like, how do you expect me to walk out this journey and spend my life with you when I don't like to honor men? I'm traumatized. And so I literally was just talking to y'all about that in that week's vlog, because I was trying to slow down. I was trying to ground and center myself in the word and to loose all anxiety. And then my tire literally becomes flat. And I did not realize that it was flat. And I don't know how long it was flat. I just thank God that it didn't bust through and mess up my rim or something. Because that lady was so concerned. She was like, it's going to bust through your rim. So I drove to the nearest tire place. It was either Discount Tires or Pep Boys, one of the two. Oh no, it was Discount Tires. And I got a new tire. I'd never done it before, didn't expect to do it, but I'm so grateful because I still had money left over because my check came late. And I was open to y'all in previous week's vlog, even before this one that I'm about to show y'all now, or that y'all have watched. I was very open about the fact that I didn't get paid when I thought I would get paid. And even now, like I still don't have a paycheck from when I thought I'd get paid. I'm not worried now, but in the past I was extremely worried. And I'm so thankful that that check came right on time. And y'all saw in one of the clips I put on the song, like On Time God, because he is an on-time God. If I would have got paid earlier, I would have blew that money. I would not have had enough money for a random $108 transaction for a tire. I would have spent that on clothes or food or shopping or hair or something. But because that check got delayed, I was able to think through what I wanted to spend my money on more clearly. My car note and stuff is already paid for July and will be paid for August as well from a check that I got in June. And when I didn't even know a rainy day was gonna come, after just going out to get my food, meeting that lady whose name I never even got, and her telling me like, look, I'm warning you, you need to get this checked out. I was able to pray. Ant was on the phone with me, and he was like, what are you gonna do? In the most calmest voice ever. And I said, I'm gonna pray. And I said, I'm gonna stop. I looked out at the tire again, and I said, I'm just gonna go see how much it costs, and I'll go from there. I didn't even check my Cash App card when I went to the place. I just ordered the tire online, and I sat and waited in there, and the transaction went through. I had more than enough money and some left over after that transaction. So that is why I did not record for the rest of the week. And then I just needed time. I just needed time to just relax, to think things through, to pray, to feel. But ultimately I was okay. I was in shock that I had to get a new tire and that I could have gotten into an accident if I kept riding around not knowing that my tire was low. But I thank God regardless. And so let that be the reminder for this week's vlog. Loose your control over situations and really remind yourself that God is in control of all things. Amen. Amen. Oh, y'all wondering, like, Aria, when did you get this new hairstyle? Stay tuned for next week's vlog. Okay, bye.